Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, April the 6th, 2023. Thursday, April the 6th. Well, you know what? Right now, I'm so mad I could spit, right? I'm going to talk about that in just a minute because I already know how the soap opera is going to write this scenario. I'm going to get to that part. First, I want to get to Olivia. She was back, didn't have any speaking parts, but I love the fact that Olivia's on the mend. She's back. The actress had been sick. When Nina was introducing Obret and little Georgie and James, she says, I'm the co-owner of the Metro Court. Carly kind of put her head down and kind of looked over at Olivia, and Olivia looked at Carly and like, you know, the look those two gave each other was priceless, right? So that was a highlight of my day, Olivia. Chasing Blaze's song, no go, thumbs down, hated it, right? And then Brooklyn now decides she's gonna, because she threw a kind of a drink on Link's outfit to get him in between to get him away from Jocelyn, right? And she told Jocelyn, I hear your mother's looking for you. And Jocelyn slid on out of there because she thought Link was creepy too. And Brooklyn stepped on his foot, and then he grabbed her arm and he said, you know what? You're messing with my talent. You're messing with my future talent and X, Y, and Z. And Brooklyn decides after Chase and Blaze's performance, Link goes up taking credit for Blaze, and Brooklyn outs him, tells all the business how he's a sexual predator, X, Y, and Z. And he's like, nobody would ever corroborate that story. And then Blaze took the mic and said, I will corroborate. He did the same thing to me. And he looked, and Blaze is crying, right? And so Chase steps to Link, and Link's, like, look, you're gonna, gonna usher him off the stage. And Link snatches his arm and says, you're not even a cop. Get away from me. And so Dante steps up to the stage, but I'm a cop. And you are creating a disturbance, and I'm getting ready to escort you out. Right? So they take Dante out. And then that's when Nina announces Obret. But what has me pissed off? And then I'll just mention Spencer was Spencer to Dex, and Trina heard it, and Josh was with her, and Trina put him in check like there was no, she checked him so hard it wasn't even funny, right? And he's like, but Trina, she goes, oh, every time I think you've gotten better, oh, you proved to me over and over again you haven't. Oh my goodness. And Jocelyn's like, you might as well go back to Europe. And she goes, because you've hurt Trina yet again. He goes, oh, like you've hurt Cameron? Oh, he threw Cam all in it, like you hurt Cameron? And so Jocelyn, walks away from him. But no, Jocelyn doesn't walk. He walks away from her trying to chase after Trina. So now what has me so upset is Valentin gets a message to Spencer with one of his goons that your uncle's going to be contacting you, and he says, be ready. Be ready. And Spencer's thinking, oh, okay. He's thinking it's the Esme situation. It's not that. What has me upset is, Brett gets kidnapped. Okay? Little James and Georgie are doing their little illusions, and they're doing the escape trick where they make a lady disappear. Well, that lady really disappeared. And little James is looking like, what happened? I think I'm too good. And Georgie's like, wait, that's not how that's supposed to go. And so they close the door thinking, okay, maybe Obed didn't hear. It's time to reappear. And they open it again and it's still empty. And now people in the audience are like, oh, wait, what's happening? So then they show her in the trunk of the car with Victor's goons, knocked out. And I thought, no, you're not. No, you are not about to drag out Willow's storyline again. Willow is supposed to have her procedure tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? This show had me so upset, everybody. I went to the internet to get some medical news, right? Medical update. Interestingly enough, I found out usually the procedure for the donor that's having their stem cells harvest, whether it's through the bone marrow or they're having the blood procedure, but I think Liesl was having the bone marrow procedure. That's usually done before the recipient has the procedure. So really, it's been a few days that Liesl says she's cleared, right? They could have done the procedures that day on Liesl, or even the next day on Liesl, her portion, because then they have to harvest and prepare the stem cells for Willow's procedure. And when I read that, I thought, let's see if they write it right. Let's see. Yes, Liesl is kidnapped, but that should not affect Willow's procedure tomorrow. Because quite frankly, Willow's body has to be prepped. And I was reading up because look, let me tell you something. The internet never lies about medical, right? Never lies, right? You get all kinds of reliable information from the internet. Okay? So you recap fast. Look, if anybody has any medical training in here, say yes, you do. And is it true? Realistically, Liesl's portion would already be done. But truth be told, her hip would be very, very sore. But look, Liesl wasn't singing and dancing, right? You know, all she did was walk out with her grandchildren, even though Georgie's an honorary grandchild, you know, and stood there. But I'm mad because soaps are never medically accurate, really. They really aren't. So now they're going to make Liesl gone and Willow's going to deteriorate because Willow was hanging on by a thread. And I think now we're going to have to deal with the whole Nina being in charge, which really, really pisses me off. I am so upset if they do it that way. We have dealt with Willow's leukemia for far too long. Far too long. I'd rather see they do it medically correct. Liesl's stuff is already done, waiting for Willow, and her body does some kind of minor rejection. Her body does some kind of minor infection because, you know, that procedure, because Willow's already so weak. That doesn't mean it's going to go full sailing. Doesn't mean that. But don't make Liesl's kidnapping put the brakes on it, because Liesl can't go too long off of her blood thinners. Her blood is going to start thickening. See, I don't even want to think about it, y'all. I don't even want to think about what could happen because of this mess that they've written, okay? And to me, they're writing a mess. So the good news is Valentin, Lucy and Anna get back in the place. And when Valentin walked in, Lucy's in with Anna, the way he looked at her, was the way I was looking at her. I was looking at her. Why, I ought to use you as a human shield, right? It's all Lucy's fault. All of this. Yes, Eileen had spilled the beans, but Victor still didn't have a clue where they were hiding. Not one clue. Until Lucy. So Valentin tells Lucy and Anna to get out the window. He's going to hold off everybody. And Anna's like, I am not leaving you in here by yourself. And he's like, Anna, just go. I want you. She goes, Lucy, get out of here now. Well, huh? Where, how? Valentin's like, the window you been getting out of. Doofus, right? Chick, stupid. So, who has got shots have been fired? Lucy gets out, and I thought the one that shouldn't have got away. Okay, so Victor and his goonies come in. Anna and Valentin are on their knees, their hands up, and Victor's wanting the necklace, and Valentin's, I don't have it. And finally, when Victor has his goons pick up Anna and have that hold to snap her neck, right? And the other goon is holding Valentin. That's when Valentin gives up the necklace. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you guys clone the necklace that you gave to Eileen that Victor got. Why would you make one? Make two. Now, Anna and Valentin should have the second fake necklace. Robert Scorpio still should have the original necklace in lockup. Okay? Victor would have the fake necklace. He's not going to test it right there. So needless to say, of course, Valentin gets it up because he's not going to have poor Anna hurt. Because Victor says, you know what, I was going to kill her. But what I've decided is I'm going to paralyze her so she'll never walk again. And he looked at Anna and said, we'll see how long your boyfriend wants to deal with you when you can do nothing for yourself. So at the end, Victor points the gun at Anna, and I don't know if we hear a gunshot or not. I don't think so. I think that was yesterday's episode where we heard the gunshot. He's just pointing the gun at Anna, right? So we shall see what happens with that. But I was the most angered about Obret being kidnapped, the most angered about that. Because I have a feeling they're going to make her hinged upon Willow's procedure, when in reality it shouldn't be. So anyway, now we have Cody talking to Sasha, warning Sasha, or just not warning her, questioning her, about the garage being sold. And Sasha gives the explanation that Gladys told her, right? And Cody's like, okay, I see it. I see the point. But did she ever share any of the details with you? Did you see the bill of sale? Did you see the terms of the sale at all? And Sasha was like, why, no. And he goes, but it's your money, you should. And Gladys is hearing this. So Gladys comes walking up and says, Dante's looking for you, Cody. And he goes, really? She goes, yes, he's asking for you. So Cody goes, okay, well, let me go check it out. He leaves, and then Gladys talks about, ooh, you got to be careful of that Cody Bell. And Sasha's like, why? Oh, because I'm not hearing good stuff about him. And so Gladys goes and sits down at the table, and she's just telling Sasha dirt about Cody. And Cody goes to the table, and he sits down, and he says, okay, Dante, what's up? And Dante's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What's up? What do you? He goes, Gladys Corbin said you were asking for me. And he goes, I steer clear of her. right? He goes, I'd have try to have as little communication with her as possible. No, I did not ask for you. And Sam's like, I wonder why would she say you did? And then Cody's looking over at the table, and there she is gesturing, and you could tell on her face she was talking trash about him. And so Sasha's just looking at Gladys like, wow, I had no idea, that he treated Britt this way. And I heard it's about a necklace, and I'm thinking, how did she hear about a necklace? How did she, Gladys, whatever she was telling Sasha, she shouldn't know. Unless I missed a scene where she was eavesdropping when Cody told somebody, right? I don't know. Okay. So Gladys gets this idea. She's looking at this expensive bracelet on loan. So when Georgie and the kids Georgie and her brother are doing the illusions with Liesl, she sneaks away and she goes to the coat check room. She takes off the necklace and puts it in Cody's pocket. She's getting ready to frame Cody for stealing the necklace. I mean, the bracelet. It's going to be interesting. But see, now that's going to be war. It's going to be on and popping. Because Gladys is not about going, Cody's not going to let her get away with that for long at all. That's going to be good, y'all. That is going to be good. Now, instead of, how Epiphany pretty much, Sonia Eddy used to be the featured singer a lot at the nurses' ball. They brought in this Danielle Ponda. I guess she was an ex-attorney turned singer, and they featured her. And I thought, she's not even a nurse. I mean, why didn't they go ex-nurse turned singer? I mean, this nurses' ball just is not hitting it for me. It truly. Now, Danielle could sing. You could tell she's a professional. But the nurses and everything about it just was not good this year. And that's, well, see, for one, I never really liked the nurses' ball. But this year was even worse. And then Sonny comes to Bobby backstage. And, Bobby can't stand Sonny. And he goes, the ball is going well. You guys are doing a great job. And he goes, I want to give you this. I want to start a scholarship fund for student nurses. And I want it to be named the Epiphany Johnson Nurses Fund, Scholarship Nurses Fund, or Nurse Scholarship, whatever they're going to name it, right? But it's going to be named Epiphany Johnson. And he goes, and I want this first donation to be made in the name of Stone Cates. And Bobby looked at the check and she was like, you know what, Sonny, I'm going to tell you something. I don't like you for how you treated my daughter. But if it's one thing I can tell you, you supported Stone when he needed it. You supported Robin. You have been a major, major donor of the nurses' ball year after year. And what you're about to do now, this fund, the scholarship, it's a good thing. She goes, you have your moments, Sonny Corinthos. And he just flashed his little dimples, But anyway, that was pretty much it. That was nice of Sonny. That was too cool. So now, that was it, everybody. I mean, I'm prepared to be really upset with the way they're going to do the Willow thing, because I'm upset right now. I'm pissed off, really pissed off. So anyway, let's go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner. Gwendolyn says, OMG, Victor kidnapped Aunt Liesl. I really thought it was going to be Trina because of what the henchman said to Spencer. They are dragging Willow's storyline. Now, Michael will have to depend on Sonny to save Willow, by going after Victor. Wow, great recap. It's going to take them a minute to understand that Liesl got kidnapped. I'm not happy with that. And then we have Susan. She says, I loved how Valentin looked at Lucy after he entered back into the house. They gave each other a look like, this is your fault, you fool. You're right. I am so disgusted with Victor for shooting Anna. Well, we haven't seen that yet. They should have let Lucy stay and he might have shot her. I'm with you on that, Susan. You just don't know. I love how Brooklyn dumped into the spilled her drink. You mean, yes, dumped and spilled her drink on Link when he was harassing Jocelyn. Then told Joss that her mother was looking for her, which gave Jocelyn a chance to get away from Link. Then after Chase and Blaze sang, Brooklyn ratted him out. Yes, she did, in front of everybody. So now Dante took him off. Didn't say that he arrested him. We'll see, I am also disgusted at least that Liesl was kidnapped. Hope they find her. Also hope Anna survives. She has to. Someone needs to shoot Victor. If only Lucy would sneak back into the house with the cops, and at least that's the least she could do. Lucy will never do nothing good and right. It's just not going to happen. Spencer needs to take a chill pill and just leave Dex alone. He was way out of line and Trina called him out on it. And then Josh told him to go back to Europe. I am disappointed in Spencer. So is Trina and Josh. And then NK Rose says, I actually loved Nina's dress. Kimberly says, I'm totally with you regarding Willow. Annette says, if Link fools with Jocelyn, he'll be gone. Sonny promises this to Carly, that will bring them together. What? Sonny promises this to Carly. And this will bring them back together. Well, that didn't happen. Victor will kidnap Maxie. That didn't happen. It was Liesl. Annette says, amen, pretty lady with the hat. Ispy says, I hate the nurse's ball. It is a absolute bore. Me too. I'll agree with you on that. Michelle says, yes, Link is a predator. He went after much younger and was trying to bother her. I mean, Jocelyn. So she could be his next target. Jocelyn doesn't have any aspirations to sing. Like Brooklyn and Blaze, he is very sleepy and creepy. Yeah, you should mean sleazy and creepy. Anna Rihanna says, I could skip the nurse's ball as well. Cody might just man up and do the right thing. Cody's about to get framed. I do think it would be a great turn of events if Sonny knew BLQ let the snake Link loose. I agree with Victor for once. Lucy is a nuisance and needs to be eliminated. Great recap. Richard says, another great recap. Daily recap. Lady, glad you're sounding better. I'm glad too. Paula says, hi, daily recap lady. Glad to hear you're feeling better. Victor is going to kidnap Liesl. You were right, old Brett. Have a strong feeling about that because he loves her. And Carrie says, the other thing is if Sonny saw Link coming out to Jocelyn, he's signing his death warrant. Yes, he is. And Carrie also says, my mother and I both can't stand Link. You guys aren't the only one. And Ruth says, the simple life. Ruth, I don't know what you're talking about there. NK Rose says, TJ's voice would have been better if he sang a Michael Jackson song. His notes were higher than I thought. I think Trina and Jocelyn were good too, but Trina's voice is deeper. She could have sung the song alone. Jocelyn's voice is too high for that song. And their harmony was off. Their harmony, their tone, and everything, and choreography. Yolanda says, Victor sent a guy to get Lucy. He said she's expendable. Spoilers say TJ will be shot. We shall see. I don't see how. I don't see how TJ's going to get shot. And look, Lucy, where are they going to find Lucy? And then Lucy says the best part was back at the safe house when Valentin sang to Anna. Oh yeah, that was that romantic song, just horrible little piano. And then their dance together was really, really cute. And she says she hopes Valentin does not get shot. And Susan said, I love that scene. And LaShanta says Jocelyn Trina's number was great. Alicia says, no one does open mouth BL like you do RL. You know how long it took me to figure out RL? Because you didn't put the D in front of it. DRL, Daily Recap Lady. Daily Recap Lady. And you are right on point about Sonny and Wu. She knows that what he's going to do with Gladys. And Wu knows it. Yep. Yes, indeed. Michael says, it's not you. This year's nurses ball is kind of off. I generally like the nurses ball. Lucy would have loved to hear this. Great recap. And Deborah says, I hope you're feeling better. Victor is power driven. He has the gun on Valentin. Do you think he will shoot him? Nope, he would never shoot his son. I can't say never, but no, he would not shoot Valentin. That dumb Lucy led Victor to the safe house and doesn't want to leave. How delusional is she? She should have left when they should have left her behind. Left Lucy behind. She is so selfish. Let her get caught. Anna and Valentin just wasted time. They let her watch TV. I just had it with her. She doesn't take Anna and Valentin seriously. Now they're in trouble. Lucy needs to spill the beans on Gladys. Cody needs to spill the beans on Gladys. If he cares for Sasha, he needs to speak before Gladys robs her blind. Well, Gladys is setting up Cody, right? Or tell Sonny. And Lena says, I've never in my life enjoyed the nurses' ball, nor have I ever liked Lucy. I'm with you, Lena. Ron says, to me, the nurses' ball was boring. They could have just had a better opening act to kick this off. Was it me, or did some of them sound tone deaf? They sounded horrible. They really did. I mean, and then the lip syncing was non-existent. Come on now, you hitting a high note and your mouth is still. And Lucy is sickening. She will cause a major mess when they find out what car she took. Well, we found out all of that, right, Ron? And we know what messes caused today. Lucy said, so far the nurses' ball is dragging on. You're right, Lucy. Cassia says, hi, Daily Recap Lady. I think your illness affected my hearing too. Nobody sang right. Oh, thank God it wasn't just me. To me either. They've had better. Hope you're feeling better. Yes, I am feeling better, everybody. Oh my goodness. Next week, I feel I will be at like 97%, which is really, really good. I might be able to do some impressions. I might be able to really, really poke some fun at things because we have some stuff that can be poked, right? Most I could do was show how pissed off I am with Liesl being kidnapped because that doesn't require me to laugh. If I start laughing, oh, then I'm coughing, right? So I was trying not to say things that are too funny because I'll start laughing and then I'll start coughing, and that would have been a nightmare. But anybody, I'll be back tomorrow for the next daily recap of General Hospital. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm not liking the way they're doing this Willow storyline. Let Liesl have already been harvested, which the way it should have been, right? Let Willow get her treatment, and then Willow will be worried about Liesl. They'll be worried about finding Liesl Willow and Nina can bond a bit over trying to worry about what's happening with Liesl. Let that happen. Don't let Willow now be on the brink of death. Oh my God, be on life support. Because then how's she gonna be healthy enough to get the transplant? Let's be real, everybody. So we'll see what tomorrow may bring. I will be back.